Good morning, traders. So let's get cracking with the Aussie. Now, on the weekly, we haven't really got any traction. So we've had this lovely rejection bar last week, and this week we kind of in no man's land. So it's almost as if the Bears and the Bulls are quite content with this zone here. And have a look what's in this zone. We've got the alligator that's sleeping inside here, and it's pretty much in the middle of the Bollinger Bands. In other words, it's right on the 20 moving average. Okay, so that basically just indicates range, no direction, sideways motion, sort of up and down in this area. Now, something's going to give. Its price doesn't like to just stay hovering in the center of the Bollinger Band for too long. Okay, so something is going to give. But this is the weekly, so it could take a while. And I think the only weekly level that, well, there's two that I am interested in. That's the first one, which is the close of last week. The close of last week. And the second level that I'm interested in is this high of this week here, because it held up price this week already. So that's kind of, those are the two levels I'm interested in right now on the weekly. Let's just get down to the daily. Okay, you can see on the daily that we did break through the alligator. We've come back to test the break, and it's a rejection bar off the alligator. So we've rejected price has rejected the jaw of the alligator, which is this blue line, and pretty much, I mean, if you zoom in on that, can't get much more perfect than that. As it hit the line, it rejected. Now, it caught me out because I was waiting for this this close, the close of the gap, because it had broken below this level here. I'll draw it in. So we'd broken below the low of the previous day, which left us with the only logical next target being the gap. And of course, yeah, the story of my life on taking breakout trades this week. None of them have worked out. But anyway, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So from a daily perspective, this level is still very much in play, okay, as well as this level. So these are the two areas that I'd worry about. And then this level to the top is a pretty intense area. Now I'm going to just delete this because the high of Monday is the magnet that we need to get through, okay. So that's kind of, there's nothing else that I can see here. You can see we are turning green on the awesome oscillator, and MACD, there's nothing on the MACD that's highlighting anything for us at the moment. Let's get down to the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour, pretty much nothing really to concern ourselves with. What there is brewing though, if you look here, you can see here is a shoulder. So here is a left shoulder, here is a massive head, and here is a right shoulder that could be potentially forming. So a break above this level would verify this pattern. Okay, now, yeah, that is what? That's a 2,800 point target. So anyway, so that's something to keep your eye on, and bear in mind that I'm still bullish. I'm still saying that this move here, okay, which has been a V reversal, which has been very violent, as you can see, I'm expecting the second move of this leg. So I'm expecting the second leg of this. So this is consolidation for me. Okay, it would be nice to consolidate down to the gap close, or even to the 200 moving average, or come and test the alligator, the red line, the teeth. Okay, that would be ideal situation for me, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, and I don't think we're going to get that. So what we're sitting with at the moment is the following. So what you need to look at here is look at the Bollinger Band, which is coming together. Okay, we're coming into a squeeze, so something's about to happen. We have the alligator that is going sideways, but we are still above the jaw. Okay, we haven't broken through the jaw on the 1 hour. In other words, this upward trend is still intact. It is not, it hasn't broken yet. Okay, then the next thing to concern yourself with, okay, you see this better on the lower time frames, and I'll drill down now. But for all intents and purposes, we have had a wedge. Okay, so we have had upward movement into a consolidation wedge, and then a break of the wedge and a retest of the wedge. So basically what that means is we have a measured move here. So our measured move target is as follows. Okay, so we've moved up, we've moved down, consolidated. That is the turning point there. So our first measured move target is that 52091, which if you look to the left is the next gap close pretty much. Okay, so there is going to be a bit of resistance on the way up. So this level obviously first. This level here will frustrate you if you're aiming purely for the gap. So sometimes it would be an area to take some profits and then let your other ones ride for the top of this gap close, or even, sorry, not that one, even waiting for that top to happen. Okay, so what we have here pretty much is from whenever we can possibly get in, which is probably, knowing the way the Aussie functions, we probably only get in up here, and that's a 360 and that is a 560. So you've got your normal 400-point move on the Aussie here. Okay, let's just delete that, and let's get down to the 15, and I'll show you what I mean. It's clearer to see. Yeah, you see I've got this line drawn wrong. Okay, so there's your wedge. You can see how we broke out, drifted sideways, came down, tested the break, textbook style in actual fact, and then rocketed up. Okay, so where we are now, so futures market right now is 515.30. So we're sitting 515.30. Let's put it over there. And we're sitting at this level right now. So there's basically two ways that I'm going to trade this today. The first one is, and that would be my ideal situation, is a pullback to close this gap. Okay, if we can close this opening gap at the open, that would be first prize. However, if that doesn't happen, then what we need to do is trade as follows. And I will just use a different color here. So you can use the first 15-minute bar, or the first two 15-minute bars, or the first 30-minute bar if you want to. So just give yourself a little bit of room. So basically what happens, if we do have a reasonable gap up, okay, so a 200 or 250 point gap up, that's going to be pretty big. So what you're looking for is a break above the first two bars, or the first 15-minute bar is where you put your long entry in. So this would be long and your stop would be below the bar, and trade the break, okay, in the direction of the trend. And the trend, if you look at the alligator, is up. Okay, so if we do gap up into this area, the alligator will stand up in that first 15 minutes. Okay, and that would indicate that we are moving to the upside. The Bollinger will open up completely, which will indicate a strong move to the upside. So you would take that trade and trade it to the upside. Okay, so let's just delete that so you don't get confused with that. Your targets, obviously this is the first level, and then you've got these three areas here. Okay, so that's kind of the way I'd play it. And this breakout play, you can see on Friday when we had that massive 500-point 5-minute candle, you can see pretty much on that 15-minute candle, or even in that case, it was because it was such a big gap, the 5-minute candle would have worked as well. You just wait for the first candle to finish and you jump in the direction of the trend. And the alligator's pointing up, the trend is up. Okay, same as here. You can see there's a the candle, we gapped up, alligators pointing up, jump in, run with the trend. To the downside, you can see alligator pointing to the downside, and red candle, you jump in on a break. And if I just close off all the noise, you'll see there, okay, but we would be probably around, yeah, so you would see that the alligator is starting to point down, because it's how do I put it, it's ahead of time. So there's a candle, you see that, so ahead of the candle there, but the alligator is basically 35 pips in the future. So if I show you what I mean, so there, and then we go 35 pips. No, what am I doing? Sorry, not 35 pips. We need to look at the bars. So we're 7 bars in the future. Okay, so delete that. So basically what you should see is 7 bars in the future. That's where the bar is. That's where your opening bar is, and this is the view of the alligator that you would have pointing up. Hope that makes sense. So you'll see there's your opening bar. Okay. 7. So that's the view at this point. The alligator would be looking like this. So you can see it's pointing up. Okay. So I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, just watch the alligator at the open. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, guys, so that's my trade on the Aussie today. It's long, as it always has been, and I'm looking for longer term. I'm looking for a swing trade that is equal to this length here. Okay, so what I'm saying is that this consolidation phase is now over. This leg up has now consolidated. We had a flag, which was the triangle. It's broken, and I'm now looking for a swing trade to 53853. Okay, and if we look to the left, what does that give me? It gives me the next this top daily gap here, and it also gives me the swing low. Okay, so that is what I'm looking for at this stage. So any pullback will be bought for this level, and the idea right now will be as follows. Sorry, I won't get out the one hour. So we will be in here with, let's just say with 3 contracts or 3 lots. And what we'll do is the first lot will be the daily target. Okay. And the daily target is going to be this little flag break here, be somewhere in this area here. And what we will do is keep 2 lots. We'll move stop to entry as quick as we can and keep 2 lots to see what else happens. If we start turning around, we'll close out a second lot and we'll keep a 3rd lot for the swing trade. Okay, and then as the week goes on, every day we will add. Okay, hopefully we can get to, we should get up here today or tomorrow, but if we can get even further up in the week, then we may close out some of the contracts and leave a few to run over the weekend. But yeah, so I'm looking for the swing trade, and I'm looking for 53800 area as my actual goal. Okay, so that's my trade for today. I hope it helps you. If you like what you hear, please give us a thumbs up. If you don't like, give us a thumbs down, and give us a comment. I mean, I'd love to engage with you guys. Anyway, enjoy the day, stay safe, and I'll catch you later.